Hi guys and gals, and welcome back to Jurassic News. My name is Sam and this is your one-stop shop for everything Jurassic Park franchise and Jurassic World sequel. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Boom. We have our director. It was officially confirmed yesterday that none other than J.A. Bayona will be directing the Jurassic World sequel. After the official announcement, Colin Trevorrow tweeted the following: "Proud to collaborate with one of my favourite filmmakers on the next Jurassic adventure. J.A. Bayona, it's all yours." Best known for his 2012 tsunami drama The Impossible and the upcoming A Monster Calls, Bayona seemed to be the #1 fan choice, since it was reported in January that he had left the World War Z sequel due to pre-existing film commitments. As revealed in our second interview with Colin Trevorrow last year for the Jurassic Cast podcast, the Jurassic World sequel will be much different from Jurassic World. And going on to say there's the possibility of a Microsoft versus Apple war in regards to the DNA cloning technology. This has led to a lot of fan speculation that this will be the first Jurassic Park movie not primarily set on either Isla Nublar or Isla Sorna, and ultimately backs up the rumour that was reported in the last episode that the next Jurassic World sequel might be filmed in London. With such big Jurassic World news hitting yesterday, let's go over to our social media correspondent Steve to see how everyone reacted to the news.
Hello Jurassic Park fans, and this is Social in Less Than 60. Do you like my set? I spared no expense. This is where we look at what people are saying on the internet about Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. And last night, the new director of Jurassic World 2 was announced. So since the internet and the Twitter sphere is 99% trolls, we had a look to see what kind of reaction the announcement was going to get online. And lo and behold, it was actually very positive. Ooh la la, new director announced. Here's hoping hashtag Jurassic World 2 has a stronger horror vibe. One user wrote, big sigh of relief knowing at Film Bayona is confirmed for hashtag Jurassic World 2. I can't think of a better director to carry on the Jurassic torch. Now I really can't wait for at Film Bayona hashtag Jurassic World 2. Think it's time to re-watch The Orphanage and catch The Impossible. One positive comment says that they have a lot of hope for this movie now at Film Bayona has been announced. And yes, there's always one, no matter how positive something seems, there's always one person to say, I see Universal Amblin still won't employ women directors in their ridiculously over-expensive blockbuster department. Hashtag Jurassic World 2. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Back to you, Sam.
Thank you, Steve. So let's move on to our next story. With a lot of fans disappointed with the merchandise of Jurassic World, especially the toys, Hasbro have released a number of new products, including the first human Jurassic World toy, which comes as a set as an Owen Grady figure, a Blue figure, and a motorcycle. Now, as with all of Hasbro's toys so far, this has been met with backlash from fans, especially those that found out that the motorcycle was actually a rehash of the 2008 Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull Mutt Williams bike. When the new line was announced at the New York Toy Fair at the beginning of the year, couldn't help put my finger on who the Owen figure actually looked like, but it finally hit me the other day. It actually looks more like X-Men's Shawn Ashmore. I decided to put out a little funny tweet about my discovery, and it seemed that none other than Shawn Ashmore agreed with me, saying the following: "Ha ha ha, this is very funny." What do you think of that, Hasbro? Doesn't look good, does it? I'm sure his people will be expecting royalty checks. And finally, on to our last Jurassic news story this episode. Bryce Dallas Howard says the script is awesome. Quoted at the Motion Pictures and Television Fund's gala event, Real Stories, Real Lives, Bryce said that she is expecting the sequel to be awesome from everything she has heard. And of course, it's a work in progress so far, and we're all so damn excited to get back together and work on it next year. Now, once again, very little is known about the plot. What do you guys think is going to happen in the next Jurassic World film? Why not leave a comment below? A couple of our very own watchers have tweeted in with the following: at Neelis1983, return of the/an Indominus Rex in Jurassic World 2, yay or nay? I don't think we'll get the Indominus Rex back from Jurassic World, considering it's now at the bottom of the lake as mosasaur food, but from what we see with what Wu and Hoskins were up to in the lab, who knows? At Sickle_Claw, maybe include the possibility of a Biosyn/rival company in JW2. Now, as mentioned before in our Colin Trevorrow interview, it does seem like there could be the aspect of a Microsoft versus Apple scenario, which in turn does open the door for the return of Biosyn. Although in the film universe, Biosyn has never ever been mentioned, even in the original Jurassic Park, which leads me to think, would it be easier just for them to create a whole new company? Would Biosyn still be around 23 years later? Would they not be bankrupt by now? What are your thoughts? Again, let us know in the comments. Once again, thank you for joining this episode of Jurassic News. My name is Sam. Please like and subscribe. Any comments or anything like that, please leave below or send us a tweet at Jurassic Cast, and visit our website jurassiccast.com, and for exclusive Jurassic Park franchise interviews with the cast and crew, including Colin Trevorrow, Ariana Richards, Frank Marshall, Ty Simpkins, Martin Ferrero, Phil Tippett, the list goes on. Please search Jurassic Cast Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher and YouTube where you're watching this. All the links for everything I've just mentioned are below, and once again I thank you for joining us on this episode of Jurassic News, and hopefully it won't be too long before we hear an official title. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you next time.
This is Ariana Richards, and you're listening to the Jurassic Cast podcast.
Hi, my name is Colin Trevorrow, and you're listening to the Jurassic Cast podcast.